Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, Central Michigan Stacker. Glad you're with me today. I wanted to show you a few things I picked up at the local coin store when I was there the last time. Golden Eagle Coin and Stamp. They finally found one of the Michigan Pictured Rocks 5-ounce, 3/9 fine America the Beautiful coins for me. I asked them a while ago to keep their eyes open. I bought the last one they had, but I traded it off foolishly. I do like this coin for a prop in the background of my videos. You're going to see it a lot in the future as just something I like to leave sit back here while I talk about silver and gold. America the Beautiful, Pictured Rocks of Michigan. I've been to this spot. You can crawl up on this. You don't want to jump off it. It's very shallow water there, as you can tell by the trees growing and whatnot. But 2018 is when this was minted. United States Mint did the entire set in America the Beautiful. And there are, I think, 55 of them, if I'm not mistaken. I like a handful of them. The rest of them are kind of humdrum. But I got this one. America the Beautiful. Got it from the Golden Eagle Coin and Stamp Coin Shop, Grand Blanc, Michigan. This is a little something I picked up a while ago, but I tell you what, it is just a little beauty right here. It sits on top of my gun safe. The American Robin, or the red-breasted robin, as we like to call them around here. This is Michigan State bird, along with the Michigan State tree, the apple blossom. Killing two birds with one stone with this coin is what they did. And on the opposite side of the coin, we have Michigan State flag, which depicts an eagle over top of the shield there with a outdoors background type scene with an elk on one side and a moose on the other, with royal blue being the color of our state flag. And Michigan joined the Union in 1837, as you can plainly see right there. 1837, Michigan became a state. I got this little beauty from an antique store. And this is a deep cam reverse proof 70. Actual America the Beautiful quarter in real-time size. Kind of cool to have one, 5-ouncer, and then have one in the actual size, a reverse proof 70 at that. Awesome. So you'll be seeing these as background props in my videos, hence me being from Michigan. This is something I picked up the last time I was at the coin store right there. It is a 3/9 fine, minted in 1997, replica $50 bill. We've got Grant on there, United States of America, $50. 4 ounces is what this weighs. 4 troy ounces, sorry. A little bit unpractical as far as, silver to stack. But this is just a cool piece that sits up on top of my gun safe. And I don't think anybody's, going to risk what they have to come in and take that from me. So I leave her sitting out in the open. And it goes along with this one that I procured a few years back already. I think I bought this 3 or 4 years ago. But it is a minted 2003. Another 4 ounces of 3/9 fine silver. And this is a replica $100 bill with Mr. Franklin on there. Frankie, as his friends used to call him. $100 bill. In God we trust. And I tell you what, he's about the only one I do trust anymore, because as far as our government's concerned, and I'm not going to get into it too deeply, but when the fake news is even coming out and saying 70% of the people in this country are saying we're going in the wrong direction, somebody needs to swap out the cook in the kitchen. You know what I mean? We got to get this ball rolling on the right path. I mean, Joe Biden has taken us on a slow roll to Shitsville. I've never been more disappointed in my government than I am today. Here's a nice little 1-ounce bar right here. Michigan 3/9's fine. We've got the Indian head depicted on the back. U.S. State silver bar. A full troy ounce. So what do you have going on? Are you putting any dollar bills into growing your stack? What's the stack looking like these days? I would say, with silver and the need for it just constantly going up on a daily basis. I mean, you've got Tomahawk missiles that take, on the average, between 30 and 40 pounds of silver per missile. And we make them like they're going out of style. You know what I mean? That's one thing the United States government uses our silver in this country for. Tomahawk missiles. Now, if you think about all the wind turbines and the solar panels and the cell phones and every little stinking gadget that, needs silver because it's such an excellent conductor of electricity. Every little single gadget that you can think of that needs that silver to continue being made, there's only one place this stuff can go, in my opinion, and that's up. Here is a 1963 PCGS graded proof 67 Benji. And I mean, I looked it over with my loop, and I thought 67 was a little conservative on the grade. I couldn't find a flaw. Maybe the lines were a little, on the light side, but I mean, goodness gracious, this thing is, the last year they made them, 1963, and you're looking at a very beautiful example right here in a proof 67. I'm not putting all my fiat into silver and gold, but I am procuring a good supply of it. The government, I believe, is trying to push for a digital dollar. Now, when we don't even have our fiat to dicker back and forth with in the type of world that we live, which is, gold and silver, what are we going to do then? What are we going to do if the United States government boils us down to a digital dollar and everything is just on your card, a little piece of plastic card? And don't get me wrong, primarily everybody uses the cards now anyways. I mean, they have their bank card, they have credit cards, debit cards, whatever, even like Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, these companies like that are, they've issued everyone a card, so you don't even have to take your credits from their site and put it into your bank anymore. Now you can just use their sites as your bank if you want to. It's just another avenue of digital money being used. And, making it easier and making it more and more cash-free society. I mean, fiat is being phased out. And if you don't believe that or you don't see it, then you're either living under a rock or you're blind, one of the two. I'm not sure which. I'm not trying to, put anybody down, but come on. I mean, the writing's on the wall. things are going digital. When it gets there, that's going to be up to the government to decide, I guess. But, I have a feeling like what's going to happen is they're going to come out on a weekend, maybe a Thursday or a Friday, and they're going to give us a week. They're going to say, bring all your fiat to your local bank and or credit union, wherever you do your banking or savings or whatever it is you might do, and trade it in. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you your credits, 1 credit per dollar. It's going on this piece of plastic. And from now on, this is what the U.S. is going to be using for money. So get used to it. And at that point in time, they're going to be able to decide how much you're able to spend on gas, how much you're able to spend on food, how much you're able to spend on, going out for a movie or this or that or the next thing. And once you've reached your limit for the month or the week, boom, that's it. They can cut you off. Just like Canada did, just like that filth bag Trudeau did with all those truckers that were making a stand in Canada. And all of a sudden, he got into their digital assets and cut it right off. Cut it off right at the bank level. Nope, we're not going to allow these guys to get into their money anymore, into the digital system that is the banking system of Canada. And what did people do? They had to get them money through Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, different avenues, but they still got money to go ahead with their protest. And that's the way things are going. I mean, I hate to say people are just going to sit by and let this happen, but what else can you do when the government is the one making the rules? The government's getting out of hand in this country. They're getting too big. Plain and simple. The government is getting too big. They want in everybody's pocket. And I mean, the writing was on the wall. When they went from $10,000 deposits to a $600 deposit, and now the IRS can get into your accounts and your affairs and find out what's going on, see where the tax is being spent and not spent, it's none of their business. None of their business, period. I mean, you've got states like Florida that don't even have a state tax on their citizens. Yeah, it's a huge retirement state, but still, if states can get out and withdraw from having a state tax, I think every state should do it. Why are people in every state being taxed out of existence? It's ridiculous. They're not leaving us enough meat on the bone to even live. But that's our government. Today is my 10th anniversary, and my wife got this for me because I lost my wedding ring. She had this made for me. Don't tread on me. Isn't that thing beautiful? Made out of a 3/9 fine coin that she picked out. And I tell you what, I could not be happier with this little piece of silver right here. This has become my absolute favorite piece of silver I own. Let me know what you got going on. You still stacking? Central Michigan Stacker. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out.